Welcome back. You're still tuned into Midcap Radar. There's no stopping the Nifty Realty and Realty stocks. They are on fire. Let's put focus on Brigade Group now. The stock has surged 112% in last 1 year. Today as well, it's surging. It's up around 2%. The company has signed MOUs with the government of Tamil Nadu to invest over 3,400 crore rupees in the state to develop residential and commercial projects. Pradyumna Krishna Kumar, the executive director at Brigade Group, is joining us now to discuss this and a lot more. Mr. Kumar, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you give us a sense of how you'll be funding this 3,400 crore rupee project? What is the plan? Will it be internal accruals, debt? And will it be via joint development or will it be standalone projects that you're looking at?
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me on your show. Yes, so as far as the investment goes, it's a combination of residential developments and commercial developments. The residential developments will be self-funding quite a bit. And, where required, we will take debt for construction finance. Having said that, today we have zero debt in our residential business. Primary debt is to do with LRDs that we have for our office projects. So we see it primarily from an internal accruals perspective as far as the residential goes. As far as the commercial development goes, it will be, we will take some construction finance to fund it.
How much would that be?
So overall, if you look at it, see, we have signed about 1,400 crores on the ELCOT side, which is where primary commercial comes in. So, we can look at about 50% of it coming from construction finance.
Okay, all right. I wanted to understand what the opportunity or the potential bookings from the residential side of this business would be, and by when you will be able to commercialize it once all the other approvals are in place.
We are hoping to launch these projects one after another, naturally, in the next 1 year or so. It's already part of our launch pipeline that we have in mind, which we also disclosed in the past. So we are hoping to do so in the next 1 year, and from there, with the markets, looking like it will hold as good as it is today for the next 3 to 4 years, we are confident that we'll be able to complete and sell these projects in this period of time.
Well, thank you for that. What we want to understand from you now is that looking at, the cities that you are present in, how much is Chennai right now a part of your overall portfolio, and how will the mix in the next 3 to 4 years change for you?
So right now, out of our entire portfolio, 30% of it will be in Chennai. It's as far as the new pipeline goes. 60% would be Bangalore and 10% would be Hyderabad. So there is significant focus on these two markets, which is Chennai and Hyderabad, as the next growth phase in Brigade's record. So we are hoping that in the next few years we are able to split with naturally a much larger base, 50% from Bangalore and 50% as equally as possible between Chennai and Hyderabad.
Okay, all right. So Chennai also continues to be a big focus apart from Hyderabad and Bangalore, Bangalore being the biggest market for you. You've been signing a lot of office space segments. We did see some updates coming by in the month of December itself. What is the current pipeline, and are you adding on more commercial projects as well? Is that something you'll be focusing on more? And what is the capex lined up there?
Right. So commercial projects, certainly, we've, while, there is focus on commercial projects, predominantly we are a residential developer. About 70% of our projects are residential and maybe 20% commercial. Having said that, we do have a pipeline. Overall, we have a land bank of about 9 million square feet in the commercial segment, of which about 2 million square feet is what we plan to launch in the next 3 to 4 quarters. So that is what we are looking at right now.
So we also want to talk to you about the hospitality segment that you're present in. Currently, how has occupancy panned out as far as Q3 is concerned, and how has ARR trended, especially in Q3, and how do you see it panning out in Q4 and beyond?
So as far as Q3 goes, the actual numbers I'll not be in a position to give right now due to the silent period. But having said that, in Q2, we did have about more than 70% as far as occupancy goes, and ARRs were again significantly high. We have about 1,500 operational. We've witnessed, I think, similar trends in Q3, but again, we don't have the numbers published as yet. So, I would be able to throw more light on it in the next month or so.
Okay, all right. So we do get that. But Mr. Kumar, there's been coming back to commercial real estate because that is also a big part of your business. SEZ rules. Earlier, you had indicated in the last conversation that till the time they were notified, the SEZ vacancies continue to be high. How much of it is resolved now with the new SEZ rules kicking in? And will you see better occupancies coming by?
So, I'm happy to say that, we did have challenges on the leasing of SEZ spaces, like you rightly mentioned during the last conversation also. But having said that, in Q2, and actually we weren't going to let external factors sort of decide how our leasing would go. So there's been a lot of focus in leasing SEZ space as far as Brigade goes. And Q2, we were able to lease about 300,000 square feet. And like we mentioned in Q3 also, it's been quite good. So, I don't see us actually denotifying any space as far as office goes with respect to the SEZ space over there. So I think we will go ahead in the next maybe 2 to 3 quarters, we will lease it out fully.
Okay, all right. And this is about the leasing perspective. Just wanted to understand certain pricing aspects from you in the residential business. Are you continuing to take price hikes, or do you think now if price hikes are taken, there could be some impact on demand? Because that's something other builders are talking about as well.
So as far as Brigade is concerned, I think we are quite positive on the pricing. In fact, the way we approach pricing is very dynamic. Typically, literally on a daily basis is how we're looking at pricing of projects. There are some projects where we see that there is headroom for growth, and we are increasing prices over there. There are some projects which are very voluminous, where price hikes do happen, but it would be a little more suppressed because we have to keep in mind sales momentum over there. But having said that, in all our projects, I think price hikes are there. There is headroom because we are in locations where the demand drivers are very strong, and we will see price hikes moving forward too.
So one question from our end. So any likelihood of looking at a REIT going forward? You do have a significant commercial portfolio. You do have a significant hospitality portfolio. So would you look to unlock value in that sense?
So, sir, we've spoken about this in the past. Like you said, we do have a large commercial portfolio, but we are still looking to add on a little more to it before we start talking about a REIT. We do think there is potential over there. Of course, we'll also have to evaluate how the REIT markets are at that point in time. But we are looking to add a little more onto our portfolio, especially in the office side, and then look at a REIT.
Okay, all right. So we are watching out for that because REITs have become attractive after this SEZ notification that has come by, and generally in terms of valuations as well. Thank you so much, Mr. Kumar, for joining us and taking us through your plans, especially with the investments that you've announced in Tamil Nadu. That's the word coming in from Brigade Enterprises, a big mover today and over the last 1 year. But moving on, the next big event to watch out for will be Union Budget. It is less than 30 days away. What is